Alright, I think I'm ready to start the next chapter. Chapter 13-2, The Second Project Exodus. Oh boy.
We got a basic plan drawn up. EB command.
Roger. Let's move.
Ever since Void turned up, we've been witnessing ganglion remnants stirring back to life, all across Mira.
They're as vulnerable as us, what with the DMAT events and ghosts. But they've also got an objective that will lit a fire under them.
Objective? Oh, Void's floating continent. Boletaris is a special place. Those who heard Void's call have begun some holy pilgrimage there, for the promise of a new world under their creator's leadership. They may be fragmented at best, and little more than a minor nuisance, but these recent events granted them new purpose.
You'd think they'd want to regroup quietly. Instead, they're out there raising hell.
I'm glad they've kicked the blues, but throwing their all-you-can-loot and plunder buffet? That part I don't love.
Remember, they were a coalition. Their mission to eradicate Samar's descendants, including us. Tiger cannot so easily change its stripes.
The fight for survival never ends, huh?
We've come a long way indeed. This place is our second home. We've overcome the odds, made it a safe haven. DMAT events, ghosts, ganglion. We must remain firm against these ever-present threats. In addition, we must reclaim the cores Void stole. Prepare to leave for a new world. Bluntly, the only choice left for us now is to run.
In other words, we're talking about a second Project Exodus.
Just when we've beaten that damn Luxar. We just can't seem to catch a break, can we?
No kidding. Just when I was starting to put down some roots here.
I don't want to leave either, but it is what it is, eh?
A truly gut-rending thought.
I do share your grief. However, we must face the facts. The dematerialization phenomenon is spreading, and eventually it will engulf the planet in its entirety. This truth is unequivocal. And this time it's not just humanity's future that's at stake. Our aim now is to evacuate all races that live on Mira.
Every single one?
Of course, all those that would be amenable to our proposal. Regrettably, any life forms we cannot communicate with will not be considered.
That's quite, how should we say, egoistic, no?
Well, we can't discriminate, can
I
we?
understand how you feel. I didn't propose it lightly. But frankly, it's just not feasible to do otherwise. Some species are dangerous, some others simply too violent. With the time we have and the available personnel, finding a way to save them all is impossible.
Okay, but even narrowing it down just to the sentient races, will that work?
Good point. If our only choice is to build a lifeboat, making something big enough, it's gonna take some time.
We've agreed on a cooperative partnership with the Manon to obtain a ship.
We're going to use the Manon ship, the one over NLA.
You betcha. Eyeballing it, it should have the capacity, enough to carry all evacuees. Of course, it'll need a fair bit of retrofitting.
We'll need to incorporate the Ares jump drive and the Lifehold Core's protoplasmic fluid system. But if we work together, we should make it before the Reaper comes a knocking.
Why, that's feeding 3 cooks with 1 stove.
Right, so that part we've got tied up with a bow.
We've already contacted all known Xeno communities. They should be apprised of the plan. Sadly, some of them did respond they're planning to go down with the planet, but most are currently in the process of relocating to NLA.
Then we've got no time to lose.
Right.
As of now, all active Blade personnel are ordered to give this plan the highest degree of priority. Broadly, we have 2 objectives: helping to construct the escape vessel and supporting those who want to come to NLA. It's all hands on deck. We may require troops to take assignments across division lines. Be ready for anything.
Roger.
Recap. We may get assigned stuff outside of our official divisions, right?
Right. First off, we should head back to the barracks. Make sure we're prepared for anything.
Okay.
Well, into the barracks then. The same place where we started this quest.
Where's the fire?
Here's the deal, right? You know how we're helping wire in the Ares jump drive system, don't you?
Yes, so we've heard.
But actually, we're not really experts on this scale and Ares stuff, are we? So we wouldn't ask that fandom guy, and he said you guys are the usual go-tos around here.
I see. Let me guess. You'd like us to go to the hangar and advise your scientists?
You got it.
We'll go now.
Wow, thank you. You guys are just a pizza topping.
Nice of you all to drop by. How's it poppin'?
Friend Al really loves saying that.
His idea of a gag. Don't get too hung up on it.
That's right. Someone asks how it's poppin', you say,
Terrible, of course. Yourself?
better than you, meaning terrific.
Tatsu mystified.
It is as we have been told. It takes 2 minds to tango.
Hey, Al. Ask me.
Hey Gwen, how's it poppin'?
Naturally terrible. And how about you?
Not awful enough for you to be worrying about.
Huh?
You haven't changed a bit. Say, you've been out of this world. Got any words of wisdom for us from the great beyond?
It's not that kind of highfalutin place. More than anything, it was dull, like a cheap roadside motel.
Please, we would love to hear your choice morsels.
Me too. Color me curious.
Way to gang up on me. I'm warning you, it's a slog.
That'd make it the most riveting tale, mate.
Fine. But you're buying the round. Bunch of busybodies. So, before the white whale crashed, a bunch of ghosts got me cornered. I was cut off. Just as my goose seemed cooked, something opened up in front of me. And also, I felt this huge pull at the same time. My body, inside the Ares, were being sucked right in through the opening. Beyond that was a sight to behold. If space could have edges, that was a place where you could see them all. Thinking about it now, and to get a little technical, it was a nexus of parallel universes. It was like the backstage.
It's like a crossover story.
Universes. You might call it a rift between worlds.
Ratchet and Clank Into the Nexus. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. Did you see Ratchet and Clank there?
Usually, most of the Ares features kept functioning as normal. Sure, the sensor suite adapted for human tech kept throwing errors. But the main transceiver never stopped logging huge quantities of some kind of data. And you might think I dreamed all this up, but somehow I could understand what that data was. Not logically, intuitively. You ready? Well, what came flooding into me in the Ares was the consciousness of all living things across all universes. Instinctively, I stopped myself from trying to perceive them one by one. The human brain isn't built to handle something like that. I could tell in an instant. I think I got that one from an old sci-fi flick, but I'd say it was the right call. Now, the Ares was a step ahead of me. It sifted through that huge torrent of data, presented me with the information I most wanted in that moment. How to escape the world of the Rift and get back to this one. The Ares was kind enough to show me the way back home. It's thanks to its help that I came back at all. Well, the universe Earth was a part of was destroyed. This one with Mira is a completely different one. So maybe back is the wrong word.
Sounds like quite the trip. So that's your plan for us to leave this universe? You're proposing we use the Ares to make our escape?
Well, more or less.
But?
I don't really understand exactly how I got here. One slip up and I'd be washed away in that stream. I might never have been able to escape it. That world. It's a mind prison.
A prison?
Void Seed. I think he was held there. His consciousness, at least. You told me about the Vita, how it was a vessel to facilitate Void's coming. I guess what it did was channel his soul in some shape or form, freeing him of his shackles.
What does that mean, though?
Now, hold on a sec. That's like how our MIMs work.
No way.
All the loose threads seem to be coming together.
Perhaps Void escaped from his cell by tracking the Ares as it left the rift between worlds. It would explain the impeccable timing. And here's the kicker. The thing that's in the Vita, it's not just his mind, it's his body, too.
When the Ares first appeared in this world, it was shortly before we encountered you, right? Then the Ghost's appearance and the DMAT events. It's possible that it caused both of them to manifest.
Wait. I see you trying to connect all the dots. Don't you think you're jumping the gun?
Maybe. But when Void showed up and attacked my world to claim the Ares, think about it. That was exactly when the Ghosts appeared.
What are we thinking then? Cause and effect, or... Void said he brought worlds into Concord. Oh. I feel like I'm starting to get the picture here.
Must be urgent.
Yeah. We need you in Oblivion. Hoping you can track down a man-on engineer.
Roger. Let's hear the details.
Here you go. The guy is in charge of the jump drive design. Apparently, he had a part in mind for the Crux, but he was sitting in a ganglion stronghold, so we had to get it.
That's a bold move, Commander.
What can I say? These are desperate times, so... We did assign an escort, but then ganglion found him and we lost contact.
Understood. That's enough to go on. We'll head for Oblivia ASAP.
Good hunting.
Let's move.
This is annoying.
I'd say we're in the right place, huh?
Only ganglion bodies, though.
Seems like our engineer might still be alive.
Yeah. Let's confirm.
Who goes there?
It's you.
You again. I see. Looking for your friends, are you?
Do you know where they are? What happened here?
The people of Roth have accepted your exit strategy. We decided to send our younglings to NLA first. We were passing through here en route, where we encountered and assisted human troops in combat with the ganglion. We were able to claim victory, albeit at a price. I'm transporting our wounded.
Now I see. We thank you.
There is no need. Your friends are safe with us, undergoing treatment at our stronghold.
Ms. Blade, did you see a man-on in the soldiers' company?
I have not seen any, no. But there were other units. Maybe they escorted them.
Could we accompany you now, on the way to your stronghold?
Yes, you may.
What's going on?
Looks like a job half done.
You die like beasts!
Let us handle these ones. You have wounded. Get them somewhere safe.
I hear. All yours.
Please trust us.
Good thing I came with my skills, eh?
No mercy!
Oh yeah, I only have frickin' Silica out because I just wanted her in the cutscenes. Whoopsie. Alright, Celica, it's you and me against the world. Let's do this. Thank you, Mike.
They'll wake up if you put them.
Yeah. Oh, you're not gonna let me suicide. Because I just want to, like, get my full team out. Jerk. Alright, whatever. It's Sheila against the world. Alright, good. Alright. Actually, it's... Do you even have a Skell right now, Elma? I forget who has Skells anymore. Okay, so I need to get Mia out. Why'd it put me over here when I spawned over there? That's weird. Alright, well, since we're here, let's get this treasure. Don't mind me, mate. Oh, another treasure. Nice. Okay. I mean, the game's almost over, so we'll just collect the treasure while we can, you know? I thought I saw another one. Around the corner, maybe? Because I'm lazy.
Alma, let's get to the Rothian stronghold.
Right.
Ah, right. Hey, the Rothians are actually relevant to the main story this time. Nice.
We were sure that was the end for us, weren't we?
Tatsu breathed sigh of relief. Thanks to Kitty Cat friends.
You said it, pal. If you hadn't turned up when you did, we'd be pushing up daisies by now. Thanks. We all inhabit this world together. The feeling is mutual.
We got shot up, and we didn't even get the thing we needed.
Relax, alright? We'll find it at the next location. Third time's the charm, no?
Yeah, well, starting to doubt that.
Just stay positive, okay?
A moment ago, you were on the brink of death. Yours is a mercurial people.
We survived, so it's all good, yes? On to the next one.
Jeez.
Thank you once again. We owe you for saving their lives.
My prince has ordered us to aid humans, and so we have.
Prince, my deepest thanks for rescuing our friends. We're in your debt.
No need. We are allies. But still, Void's appearance here fills me with unease.
You know something about Void?
It's serves to sustain his material vessels. Consider the battle for Earth. There, from his Vita, did he command the Ganglion.
However, in the chaos after Earth's destruction, his consciousness departed the machine, leaving it a shell, to be pulled in by Mira and crash to her surface, as did you.
Al, what you said earlier.
Yeah. As I suspected, he'd only linked his mind to the Vita, while his body stayed in the rift. Seems to track.
Mission accomplished. Come on, let's get back to NLA.
All these races working together? Mira really is a welcoming kind of place. Just like Lao said.
Lao said that?
Ow, what? When did you see Lao? How?
It was when I was drifting inside the rift.
But that's...
You ever heard of Nirvana? Some religions have the concept, and that space might just be it. As I was floating along, guided by the Ares, well, I was looking for a way into this universe. I made a little layover in an eerie kind of place. Fancy seeing you here.
Well,
How long has it been? I don't think we ever spoke after I left Team Princess.
I thought you died defending the White Whale back before it grounded on Mira.
Well, you know, this is the afterlife. Maybe I did. So, how about yourself? Are you dead?
Yeah.
Figured.
I betrayed our friends. Sold intel to the enemy to get back at those who got my family killed. Well, really, I had just given up. It wasn't about grief or retribution. Plain despair tipped me over the edge. It wasn't the right thing to do. And I knew it. I knew. And I did it anyway.
Now you're just sulking, pal.
Well, my battery has interrupted the cutscene. What do you know? Well, now we gotta switch to the bad left Joy-Con. Great.
A guy as good as you?
Just don't. What Lynn said. She said, it's what makes us human. Corrupt and disgusting. That's what humans are. She's a good kid. always trying to put herself in my shoes. I could never atone enough for making a child like her wade into that muck. My hopelessness, it wound up infecting her as well.
And that's why you accepted death? Decided to just give up and wait for it?
Yeah, soon. I'll see Charmaine and Chenchi.
I get this might be what you want, but not me. So what if this place is the afterlife? I'm itching for more living. People still need me. Humanity still needs me. I've got unfinished business, and until I finish it, I can't rest.
That's right. That's you to a T. Not me, though. Scram now. You know the way, right?
Yep. We got the best guide around.
The world I came from. It's a welcoming kind of place. Everyone's ready for your big return.
I sure hope so.
If you make it, pass a message to Lynn. Humans are disgusting. Stubborn, treat others cruelly. But if she realized this, it means she's anything but. Tell her to live.
I'm not what you think I am.
No more fighting, Lau.
No, Elma, not like this!
Step aside, Lynn.
We're all on the same side here! Even then, when I stood up for you, honestly, it was just so I wouldn't have to be sad again. I never could figure him out. It was all so childish. I was acting so immature about everything. But back then, you stood up to defend Lau, just the same way that I did. If you hadn't done that, maybe I wouldn't have stuck it out and run away instead. I would have stayed a child to the very end.
Yes. And if you hadn't stood in my line of fire that day, we would have all been as disgusting as he thought. Your actions are what saved us from that hollow despair.
You don't need pretty excuses here. It's all part of life. You gotta take the good with the bad. Anyway, he told you to live. End of message.
Yeah.
Colonel Elma! Requesting a beat!
What was that? What's going on over there?
Elma, wasn't that?
Yes. The leader of the escort from before.
Didn't they say they were going to Lakeview Stronghold and Noctilum?
Then we go too.
Yeah. Hope we're not too late.
So it's on to Noctilum then. Yay, the bad Joy-Con is back.
The whole team is dead.
Honestly, they could be in worse shape considering what they're up against.
Piece of...
Why? What are you doing this for? You want to leave this world too, right? There's no need to be doing any of this.
I wish to know death.
Huh?
Death, is
Well,
it?
well, we'll give it to you.
The fear of death is a powerful motivation in creatures like you. Yea, stronger even than your lust for life. I wish to accept this.
And that's why the slaughter?
Excuse me? Lovely
You
Joy-Con.
think by killing them yourself, you'll get what it's like to fear death?
What was it you called our fight against you? A contest for survival? That's a contest to defy death. You started a war without knowing that?
The best it will simply cease to be. That is not death. Self-evidently, as I have no conception of it. Ceasing to be is simple non-existence.
Yeah, that's really worse than death, honestly.
But death, when you speak of it, is wrapped up in many a complex emotion. That I wish to know.
And then? After that?
I have not considered it. You will find my desires are not rooted in emotion. Actions are all. They occur automatically, driven by inevitability.
But that's... It's nonsense. How is that a reason to kill? Why do this?
Enough. Don't try to understand it, Lynn. He can strain all the reasoning he likes. But when you get down to it, this guy is pure evil. Our enemy, nothing less.
Oi, don't let him get to you, Lynn. All things violence is the only language you'll listen to.
We'll be with guns.
Right. Lynn, we're here to make sure we don't lose anyone else today. That's our mission.
Understood.
Tatsu just booking it, because he has absolutely no input in any of this. Amazing. Guess we'll just take out the minions first since they're here. I don't know, maybe I should focus on the big ones. Let me just get behind you. Oh, I missed my chance. Bro is just dodging like the Dickens. Maybe I'll just focus on something else in the meantime. Yeah, I'm just gonna tell Silica to get out of her skull.
Appreciate it. No mercy.
Like, I'm gonna get out my skull too, I guess. Yeah, we didn't lose any skills. Now we gotta fight you again, I guess.
Enough. There is no more to be gained. Your stubborn fixation on Lei is inordinate. You are unlikely to teach me what I wish to know.
Shut up!
In any case, you will come to my abode. It is, after all, inevitable. The contest continues. As this world's time draws ever closer.
What a train wreck. That creep really gets me seeing red. Makes me gag.
Let's do a quick head count.
Roger that.
Got some boons out of that fight. Not bad. Well, I can just proceed to the next cutscene. The guys are just gonna be right here, though.
What's this?
Looks like the part they were after. They found it.
Looks like it, yeah.
Then we need to get this back to NLA. We can't let their sacrifice be in vain.
Yeah.
Thanks very much. It's a real shame our friend didn't make it, but at least the mission's complete, right? Credit where it's due, you know.
Void. That
goddamn rat.
Commander, we'll get him. We'll win his little game. We must.
When?
Damn straight. These lives won't go to waste.
Not to rain on your parade here, but how are we doing with the Ares?
We're making good progress thanks to you, aren't we? We have some news. So would you mind stopping by the restricted hangar after this?
Sure thing, we'll be there.
It wasn't easy, but the mission was a success. Good job.
Hey there, how's it poppin'?
Terrible, right? How about you?
Better than you, meaning terrific.
That's great, isn't it?
Look at him. He's really found his footing here, hasn't he?
Once you really get to know him, most get on with him like a house on fire.
Hey, how's it poppin'?
Tatsu terrible, clearly. And how is friend Al?
Even worse than you, I bet.
But that's not the correct follow-up.
I like to mix it up, keep you on your toes.
Al cannot flip script.
Alma, this vegetable come with a volume knob?
Leave it. You had some news?
Well, I heard the Ares was recreated on your planet. But how much do you actually know about it?
You're correct about it being recreated. Here's the truth. We excavated an ultra-ancient frame and fitted it with auxiliary power and plating. It might be more precise to say we jerry-rigged it to run.
So you've got nothing to say regarding the cores then, I take it?
If I did, don't you think I would have told you when I first got to Earth?
Yeah, you got me there.
Vexing, isn't it?
The Ares cores. I learned they're based on a device that existed eons ago.
A device?
A space-time bender. It moves things into different universes and all that. A meta doohickey. It's a common trope in the old movies, right?
Yeah, except real.
The energy that the Ares could deploy thanks to the cores was in a league of its own. According to simulations, you put the pedal to the metal, space bends like a straw.
I see.
If that's true, what chance do we have of beating Void?
Well, I say we strike now when you least expect it.
We're still okay.
Right. The fact is, he took the time to come and taunt us. It means he's still getting ready. Well, even supposing he's through the prep phase, he can't just rock it off.
What do you mean?
For all his rambling and raving, if the cores were enough, he could have left by now. Brought the world into concord, or whatever his tagline was. But cores alone won't cut it. We figured it out while analyzing the scout. When I was transported inside the rift along with the Ares, machine and mind got melded together. We became inseparable. I won't pretend to understand, but it wouldn't have been possible for a living human to hold onto their self there otherwise. So, without me and the Ares, the cores won't be able to deploy their full power.
Melted with the Ares. I think I get it. Not in the physical sense of being one thing, but like an engine running under the hood?
Damn, you're sharp, Lynn. But the analysis didn't stop there. Better hold on to your seats. While inside the rift, I saw where the rivers of consciousness converge. Something like the crossroads between universes. Even if we get the Ares and cores running, if we can't sync ourselves to that, we won't be going anywhere. Annoyingly.
Is it a question of timing, then?
Put simply, yes. And here's another nugget spun off from the Ares analysis of the rift. The streams of consciousness converging on that universal nexus. Structurally, they're extremely similar to the Lifehold core.
What?
Remember what we were talking about before? How Void projecting his mind into the Vita is a lot like the way humans survive inside MIMS. Even with the Lifehold trashed, your consciousness is still being stored somewhere. Not by technology, but by some much larger universal mechanism.
But that's crazy.
This universal mechanism. What is it?
I know. It's just that when I was there, I felt it. You guys. People's lives. It was strange, like I was enveloped by this constant something.
And the Ares can tap into that? This, gathering place of minds?
More like souls. Call it what you like. If we make it out of this universe alive, you'll get to experience it yourselves. Anyhow, in order to pull off our great escape, we'll need those 6 cores. We'll need me, the Ares, and some miraculous timing. That's how we sync to the Nexus, or die trying. As a matter of fact, Void's no fool. He'll have cottoned on by now.
But if that's the case, why hasn't he attacked NLA yet?
If he did, he might end up killing Al. He won't want to risk destroying the Ares either. Still, once he gets his ducks in a row, I expect he probably will try something.
Okay, so what's our game plan? What do you think, Rook? You better knock this one out of the park.
I mean, I'll be done and back in time for lunch, mate.
Home run.
I gotta say, like,
Do it, bud.
you know, this plot does remind me of my Seven Lights saga, where, you know, the world's ending, and they had to, like, board this arc to go to a new universe. Basically. Except my Seven Lights saga was a lot crazier and more emotional than this. I will brag about that. Gotta say, Elma, the rain complements your hair beautifully.
Hey, how's it poppin'?
Terrible. How about you?
Better than you, in other words, terrific. You hear that? Rook's answer?
Yes, and you seem pleased.
Yeah.
Although, why did you want someone else to make the call?
If I get taken out, I want to know there's someone I can trust with mankind's future. And the Rook seems well suited.
That isn't like you.
That's what we need right now. Someone who loves this world. The world and its people, warts and all. I need someone to take over my duty.
You need another you, in other words. When we were leaving Earth, you ignored my pleas and rushed off to fight without a thought for your safety.
outside.
Just look at their numbers. You can't shift the balance, not with a single Ares.
Yeah, well, you never know until you try.
Ow.
I'll cut through their ranks, make you an opening. I'll protect you from the last. Pool of Earth. Not snuffed out here!
You're right. Those eyes, they're just like yours back then.
The jump drive is still in the experimental phase, but otherwise, the White Whale 2 is ready. We'll be unveiling it shortly if you'd care to step outside.
We'd be thrilled. Shall we check it out then?
Yeah, I can't wait.
Tetsu bristling with thrill.
Thanks to all your efforts, we now have a ship capable of withstanding even the longest voyage. Preliminary tests of the jump drive are showing promising results. All that's left is to support those who have not yet relocated to NLA, and to guide our current residents through the necessary procedures.
If the ghosts of Ganglion make a move, or further dematerialization occurs, we have the ability to launch the White Whale 2, even before all residents have boarded. Naturally, we'll keep you apprised. We may be forced to make a snap decision. So do be advised.
Once everyone's safely on board, it'll be time to go on the offensive.
Yeah, it'll be all-out war. Any more vessels to escort, and we wouldn't have a snowball's chance at guarding them.
But this way, there's a single point of failure.
Either way, if we lose the Ares, we'll be dead in the water.
Going all in? I say bring it on.
Changing the topic, where will we be going to?
How are we supposed to know that?
Ideally, a new universe. But we could also end up stranded inside the rift for the rest of time.
Come what may, it seems we will be left as happy as a pig in a blanket.
Scared yet?
Hey, I'm ready to follow you to the end of the world and beyond, mate.
Love you too.
Elma, not to ruin the moments, but duty calls. A lady named Kylie had a request concerning a friend. They've not made it to NLA yet. Mind getting the full lowdown?
Of course. Right away.
Thanks. She should be by the cathedral in the residential district.
Sorry, I know you're busy. Here's the thing. There's a friend I've met in the course of work, and she's not here yet. Any chance you could go look for her?
That's a little worrying for sure.
Right? I'd love to go myself if I could. But my team's ushering people onto the lifeboat, so I'm kind of tied up.
Understood. We're on it. Any idea where we should start?
Thanks very much. Her usual residence is in Sylvalum at the Delusion's North Summit.
Yep, they mispronounced it because this is new voice recording. They forgot how to pronounce it.
Not sure if it's the friend, but someone was here recently.
Seems so. Except nobody's here now.
Maybe she already pack up and leave?
Nah, she's still around somewhere. I can smell her.
Could be. If she'd already left, I'd expect to see signs of hurried packing, and I don't.
True. And she evidently didn't extinguish the campfire.
That'd mean she was here until very recently.
Yes, that's my guess.
You don't think she went to fetch water or something?
There she is.
That was close by.
Let's go.
Yeah, literally like a few feet over. Alright, there's our next chapter boss.
Are you okay?
Yes, quite fine.
Let us handle things here. You run.
Not have to tell twice.
Looks like they're on our case.
Follow my lead. Use melee attacks. Try this on.
Put this power up on deploying field. Touch the air. Put this power up on
Well, I wasted that attack, so we gotta find the vulnerable appendage. Found it.
Have some of this. Try this on.
Understood. Deploy the field. Prepare your aura. Shot its weather.
Super hot.
Can I order you guys to concentrate fire on this appendage?
Try this on.
Well, Mia's scale's down. Well, there goes my skill. Great. It's up to Ares now. Alright, those two are dead. Amazing. Yay! You actually got to pin him down for a few seconds. Nice. I'm astonished that we won that fight.
Never to bully no pun again.
You didn't even lift a finger.
Not sure if that was the Hudsoner, but shall we head back?
Let's do that.
Alright then. I am gonna miss this place. It's a right beauty, eh?
Thank friends for earlier. Name is Omomo. Hello, I'm Lynn. You're not hurt, are you? Not even scratch.
Omomo, I'm Elma. We wanted to ask, do you know a woman by the name of Kylie?
Kylie? Of course Omomo knows. Kylie is best friend. Best friend? You two are that close? Exactly so. Before, one time Omomo was picking veggies and was attacked by wild critters like today. Omomo wanted to flee, but Omomo no longer sprightly like used to be. So Omomo trip on face and take bad tumble instead of flee. Just as life flashed before eyes, friend Kylie suddenly show up and bash whole pack of critters squarely on heads. She carry Omomo back to hut and even apply dressings to wounds of Omomo. And since then, periodically visit here to check up on Omomo's well-being.
Wow, all that. She's very kind.
Heart of Kylie is soft like dough. Every time she visits, she never failed to bring along lovely foodstuffs and other gifts. That why Omomo also do her best to repay kindness with plenty of home-cooked snacks.
Tatsu could go for home-cooked snack also.
Is friend Kylie doing well?
Yeah, she's peachy. As a matter of fact, she's the one that asked us to come here.
Oh! Kylie is one who speaks to friends?
Yes.
Omomo, see. Omomo has been burden on Kylie, and also big burden on friends. Omomo very sorry.
No trouble whatsoever. It is our job, after all. In fact, since we're already here, you can come with us to NLA.
Omomo will be staying right here. Apologies that friends had to come all this way. Sorry for hassle.
Huh? But why?
Hubby Pawn of Omomo rest peacefully here. That why Omomo also wish here to remain.
I think your hubby Pond would want you to live.
Disappear.
Omomo know that. However, hubby Pawn always got lonely very easily. That why Omomo cannot leave hubby Pawn here alone. Omomo could never.
I get that, but still. Surely your husband wouldn't want you to die here for him.
That may be true, yes. Even so, Omomo not asking friends to understand.
And how do you think Kylie will feel about this? Isn't she your best friend?
Meh.
Oh, Momo, I can empathize with you about wanting to stay with your loved one. It's just, are you sure that's the only reason?
Meh?
There's something else, isn't there?
Omomo not wish to be burdened to anyone.
A burden?
That right. To family, to Little Pawn, who have lots of Little Pawn also. By now, they all safe.
There's a nice remix of Civilin.
Really? Then you should join them.
Omomo already Granny Pawn. Often struggle to keep up with shenanigans. When that happened, without fail, everyone fuss and try to help out. But making new life in new environments take lots of effort and time. Incredible hassle. Besides, Momo is so tired. And honestly, would hate to take away time and effort from every pawn.
That's what you call being a burden?
Precisely. Momo receive enough kindness already. Yes, ready to meet own end here by side of hubby Pawn peacefully. That way, Little Pawn also then, surely happy.
Surely they'd be happier if you were with them. There's no reason for you not to impose on them. Please, you can't just give up on living like this. If you stay alive, you can support your family. That's the real way to happiness.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Look, I'm just gonna pick you up and drag it back. Like, this part of the story just feels so pointless.
It's her choice to stay behind. You can't move her by force. Besides, it may seem cold, but there are others out there who want to come to NLA. They need our help. We'll be better used elsewhere. Lynn, you understand, right? Oh, Momo, you've made your feelings clear. Please, don't worry about your family. I promise you, we'll get them safely to a new world.
Oh, Momo, count on friends. I'm very sorry for making friends sad.
No. I'm sorry
Oh,
for
no.
speaking out loud. I didn't consider your feelings.
Friend did nothing of the sort. Oh, Momo was happy that friend cared enough to speak mind. Very lovely.
Momo, if you change your mind, contact us anytime.
Thank you very much. Oh, Momo will not forget words of friend.
Well, let's get the news back to Kylie.
Oma, was this the right answer?
I don't think there was one. One thing's certain. We must move forward, whatever the outcome. And that's it.
Kylie, what's that you're up to there?
Oh, hi. Perfect timing. I was just about to head out to meet a Momo.
Huh? Meet a Momo?
Yeah. I just had a message from her asking for help with her luggage. She says she can't carry it alone.
But didn't she...
Oh, she told me everything. I know she'd been planning on staying here.
Right, she was. I thought I knew better than she did.
Well, she said she'd done some thinking about what you told her. Like, she'd fallen into this mistaken feeling that she had to rely on others. And she felt that she was running away from her own responsibilities.
Poor thing.
Guys, I'm sorry.
It's gotten into you.
Well, see, I had a hunch that Omomo might not want to come. But it's like every time we met, she always seemed to act so zen. I never managed to ask.
Instead, you wanted us to.
Yeah.
And in the end, Lynn managed to get through to her.
Hey, enough of that.
No, it really is all thanks to you, Lynn. If it was me, I'd have just listened to her talk. I wouldn't have been able to speak my mind. But this, it's taught me something. How important it is to say what you're feeling, what it achieves. Thank you for that.
Kylie, please, you're making me self-conscious.
Lindley is modern-day saint!
Tatsu!
Go on now. Don't keep a Momo waiting.
Right, you are. Everyone, thanks so very much, again.
Happy now?
Yeah. Hey, Al. How's it poppin'?
Obviously terrible. And yourself?
I wouldn't say terrific exactly, but not awful.
Well, that's great to hear.
I just couldn't figure it out. How the Ares could keep running, just as normal, even though all its cores got torn right out. But it's because of you, isn't it?
Don't want to dwell on it, but yeah.
You know, looking at you, I get the feeling we're a step closer to solving the great mystery of where in the body the human spirit resides.
Huh.
I think the spirit isn't something one human body can contain. And it's not part of the consciousness packaged inside a Mimiasun either. Other people can reflect someone's way of thinking, even their way of being. Which means that a person's spirit can exist in every other person whose life they touch. That's how I see it now.
No such thing as a soul that exists in isolation, huh?
It's like that with you. Your spirit lives inside everyone who thinks of you as the hero. And my spirit, it exists in everyone who's been kind enough to make the effort to get to know me. And so, the spirit of Lao, who held on to his memories of me until his very end, it has to be within me too. If you never came back, I might never have realized.
That's not true, Lynn. You knew it all along.
Huh?
You feel other spirits, just the same way that you do your own. That's all it took, no more. For you to become Lao's final hope. Be proud. Okay, who we searching for next?
I'll tell you. There's a Blade who departed NLA and hasn't come back in yet. I want you to go pick him up.
You say pick up, so you know where he is.
Yeah? Eric, clue these guys in.
Roger that. I'm Eric, curator and captain of the eponymous Team Eric. I'm a bit embarrassed to admit, but it's my subordinate Ted who needs help. Ted is having some trouble accepting the Exodus plan. He said he wasn't going anywhere, then flew off in a huff.
Eric's kind of a quirky one.
First we left Earth, now we're leaving Mira. You won't be the only one with internal struggles right now.
Yeah, I'm sure. To be perfectly honest, I'm wrestling with it too.
Well, he needs to get on board. There's more adventures to be had out there.
Look, the man must be under enough pressure as is.
And also, that's not exactly the reason we're leaving Sheila.
We're curators. In our line of work, generally, we handle a lot of animals and plants. You start to have a lot of sympathy for the natural world.
I see. Flora and fauna are not part of the Exodus plan.
Right.
It's a thorny one.
Well, the first step's to meet the man and hear him out.
Agreed.
He'll be at the Canopied Nightwood in Noctilum. It was the location of our first mission. No. I appreciate it.
Looks like our man.
Are you Ted?
Hey, you're Al's team. What are you doing here?
He came looking for you at Eric's request.
The captain sent you? I'm sorry. You came out here for me? You didn't have to.
Let me be straight. The plan hasn't changed. Will you return to NLA? Here's where we are. Your being here right now is dereliction of duty. I won't lie. We could take you into custody.
Look, I can't get on board with it.
Because we're not bringing plants and animals?
Exactly.
You must realize why. The logistical hurdles alone.
Sure. And yet, they're what nurtured this planet. Since way, way before we arrived. And just because we showed up, the whole world's just gonna disappear like that. If I can't stop it, I'd rather go with them.
Dang it.
I think what you're saying is right, and it deserves attention. But how do I put this? Just don't forget there's people looking out for you. You got that, Ted?
Well, I'm sure you've had time to consider it from all angles by now.
I'm sorry. I know what I'm doing is pointless, but still. What if Ren took along genetic information?
So we're gonna have to fight another ghost after this
Genetic
cutscene.
information of the plants and animals of Mira?
Something like that.
Like that's his thing.
I wonder if this chapter is gonna stretch out to Cauldros too, because we've had to go to the to 3 of the I guess we haven't gone to Primordia yet, technically.
By preserving the genetic information of Mira's flora and fauna.
Tetsu knew Ilmo would get it.
So like it's gonna be our our final trip to the regions, and then like the next chapter we're going to go to the giant ship, right? That's how this is gonna work. So we're just gonna like a super long chapter right here.
Time is limited though. We won't be able to capture all of it. Verdict?
We'll help you however we can.
Yes, I'm all for it. If we can bring even a small memento of Mira's existence to the next universe we live in, I want to make it happen.
Should we bring the super bosses, like Telethia the Endbringer, or Farsis the Everqueen, or the Headless Emperor?
Of course.
Like, are we gonna bring just the mild swords in general, all the really giant creatures?
I've sent you the coordinates for a spot in Primordia that'll make for...
Okay, now we're going to Primordia. Great.
Best of luck.
Let's move.
And we can figure our spells. I'm an idiot. Everyone else is good on field, though. That's nice.
We got it.
That should take care of Primordia then.
That's Primordia's data gathered.
Thanks a lot. Right then. If you can head over to Oblivia...
We're on it.
So this part of the quest is going to make us go to all the regions. Jeez, little freaking wheeze. Coincidentally, that's a whole different data recovery mission. See, this is why I hold some of these side quests off, just because we can have funny moments when I finally decide to do them. Oh, I remember this place. The thing I want to get is, like, up there or something? Or it's like somewhere hidden inside somewhere, yeah. Thanks for not bothering me, obvious living plant creatures.
Genetic information collected.
Looks like Sylvalin's next.
Of course. Still can't pronounce it worth a dang. Where's the thing I'm looking for? There.
Like the
Yeah.
Renard case.
Screamer!
First down!
Screamer!
Everybody scream! Everybody scream! Hello.
Okay, it's in the bag.
We're finished.
So we're not going to Caldros?
I guess that's why you're the pros. Last time Elizabeth did call.
There we go. Okay.
Got it. Once we have the data, we'll return to Noctilum.
Great.
And then we'll have another chapter boss. That's, well... Maybe we'll do that while we're there, unless it involves fighting something, then I probably won't.
Hey, but I didn't want to fight.
You're right, I didn't want to fight either. Alright. Time to get this thing all stealthy-like.
Looks like they're on our case.
Okay. Okay, we don't have a choice. Got it.
Tornado blade! Magnum X!
No mercy! Fire! I'll keep them pinned down. See ya! Smash 'em. No holds barred. I won't let you down. This time. Nice one, guys.
And that's the last of it.
Good work, everyone. Back to Noctilum, then.
We've collected a whole dragon's hoard of genetic information. Couldn't have done it without you. Thank you so much. I'm ready. I'll go back to NLA.
Really?
Yes. See, while collecting the data, I heard voices. The beings that made this world told me something. To preserve is
You're
to
communing with the gods. Nice. Oh, I think you inhaled something bad, mate.
Not at all. Ted here, he's listened to this world more than anyone. I'm not surprised it spoke to him.
To preserve is to cultivate, huh? It's true that though this world will perish, we can still plant its seeds in the next.
Yes. I swear I'll make it happen.
Alright, so that's our next battle. Okay.
What's the deal?
I am afraid I may have trespassed on their territory while I was collecting the data earlier.
We'll handle it. You just get to NLA.
As you say.
Looks like they're on our case.
If we truly must fight, then I suggest making a choice.
I can stagger him, no problem.
Yep, saw that happening. Bro apparently has high evasion. your little tail off, bye.
Well, that did it.
Yeah. All right then, let's go report back to NLA.
Eric's been in touch. He says 10 saw sense and came back. And with a load of data in tow. You made a commander very happy today.
Where is he?
He broke the rules. He'll need to do his time. To discourage the others, shall we say.
Yeah, I thought as much.
And the genetic data? What about that?
Already added to the White Whale 2's databases.
You cleared it.
Commander, thank you for this.
Mustache Man is big softy.
All right, folks. We'll call it a day. Kudos. You've earned yourselves a break. Well, there is one more thing.
Problem?
Good news. Fresh off the press, too. The jump drive is online.
You serious?
I am. Go see for yourselves. The others should already be over there.
We gotta see it.
Yeah, let's.
Oh, what a magnificent system! Not only did you link the Ares drive to the White Whale 2, a nigh impossible task in itself, but to run them in parallel, thereby allowing the Ares to function as it always did? Hands off to you!
Gotta get back the core from Void, take the Ares hold and return to home base, and then we can finally leave this place. Nice and simple, just the way I like it.
We've achieved a hell of a lot in a few short weeks. We rock.
The credit goes to our allies, chief among them the Mammoth, who shared much wisdom with us. Humanity could not have done this alone.
You know, I'm starting to think we might just be able to pull off a win.
In Void's contest? Really?
Man, now's not the time.
Yes, right. Sorry. I didn't mean to bring all that back up.
You are not wrong to have a wafer, Lynn. Ideally, all living creatures, big and small, would not fight, but set their eyes on a new universe while standing knee to knee.
The fact is, when Void faced us, he didn't consider pursuing that possibility. He can't consider it, even in theory. His goal is survival, at the cost of all else, everything and everyone. No more.
What a lonely way to be.
If loneliness is all he knows, is that why he doesn't want anyone else to make it to the next universe? That's why he denies us?
That's right.
Hang on a sec. He claims he's pursued us because he wants to know what death is. When I thought of him as evil, did I get him wrong? Was I too hasty?
No, there's certainly a streak of wickedness in him. He's lonely, insatiable, and curious, too. In a way, he's very pure. But if it ultimately brings him to wish harm upon us, we should call a spade a spade.
By any name, his intentions are inscrutable to us, and that's the truth.
It's not like he wants to be screwed anyway. He's alone. I'm fine with it, right? Trying to suss him out and just tick him off. Although, I doubt that he even has the capacity to get angry.
I gotta say, you really seem to get him.
You're trying to make me puke? I guess our minds might have gotten mixed together. Over there. Inside of the rift.
Mixed? Such a curious notion.
It's the place where all consciousness flows. Me and Void both made it out of there. Doesn't surprise me if things got a little buggy.
So there's a bit of each of you in the other?
Maybe. Though, there's one key difference between me and him. I fight to secure us a place where we can all belong together. And that's because of a strong passion, something Void can never possess. It's because I love you all.
Never were more heroic words spoken. Truly, pearls of wisdom cast before a swine.
Thought I'd shaken the whole hero thing. I got high hopes. Fate doesn't lay our path out in front of us. We make it ourselves. Real body or mimeosome doesn't matter. Because we are feeling beings. We fight to survive. Right?
White Whale 2 is now complete. Furthermore, all prospective escapees have been relocated to NLA. It's been hard work, but we're at the final stage.
Embark the residents and retrieve the cores from Void and get home.
That's it.
I'm sure you must all be feeling the strain. Stay strong. We'll be needing your services just a while longer.
That said, there's still time before the DMAT effect reaches us. You should get some rest, but don't get lazy. Eddie, dismissed.
All right. That was a long chapter. Alright, has anything popped up around town? Nothing interesting. Well, I guess next time we're gonna do Al's next quest. And, see what happens afterward. I don't know if I want to do Al's quest, honestly.